Hello my beautiful friends, it's Amanda here, and since you clicked on this video, you already know we're just going to do a quick declutter today, so let's get into it. Alright, we're starting off with foundations, and I did declutter a few foundations right before I moved a few months ago, and I probably won't be getting rid of a whole lot here, but I did just want to go ahead and show you my whole collection. I know this is a lot of foundation. A few of these are completely unused and unopened. Both the Bourjois and the Australis were sent to me by my friend Shawana. I have not opened them yet just because I have so many open that I'm working on. So I'm definitely going to keep those because I haven't tested them yet. I also have not tried this Revlon Color Stay, and I've only worn this Bourjois Healthy Mix once. I did a first impression of this Revlon Photo Ready Instafix Stick Foundation. I definitely did not like it, and this will be decluttered today. I know this is kind of anticlimactic, but I am going to hang on to the rest of these. I plan on doing a lot of project panning this year, and I do plan on going through completely finishing at least 3, if not 4 of these, and I won't be purchasing any new foundations until I use up at least 2 of these. We are moving on to my concealers. And this is actually pretty pared down for me. I love concealer. I'm always trying to find the best new concealer. And I do see a few here that we can get rid of, so let's go through them. Let's start with these 4. These are completely brand new to me. I have not worn these at all. The Bourjois Healthy Mix you can see is still in its wrapper. And the Amazing Cosmetics, I haven't tried this one. I've tried the other one. That pink one is the hydrating concealer, and I really like that one, so I definitely want to give this one a shot. And these NYX HD concealers, I just haven't reached for them yet, but I do want to give them a chance, so these 4 are going to stay in my collection. Let's go ahead and get some favorites out of the way. The Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer is my absolute favorite ride or die holy grail concealer. I will always have one of these, and this one's definitely going to stay. This is the MAC Mineralized Concealer. I really like this for lighter makeup days, and I've already gone through 2 tubes of the Maybelline Fit Me concealers. I'm thinking of putting these in a project pan, so all 4 of these are definitely staying on my vanity. Let's talk tubes. This is not my favorite form of concealer. I really prefer to apply with a wand. And that being said, I think I'm going to get rid of a few of these. The Bye Bye Under Eye it covers really well, but it's just so thick that it's not flattering under my eyes. So I'm going to just bite the bullet and get rid of this one. I really like IT Cosmetics. I love their CC+, but this Bye Bye Under Eye is just too thick for me. Now, looking at these 2, I feel like I've just held on to this Too Faced one because it was expensive and I love Too Faced, but I really never reach for this. I don't think I've used it in the past 6 months, and if I had to pick between these 2, I would probably pick the Master Conceal, so I'm going to pass on this Too Faced Absolutely Flawless Concealer and keep the Maybelline Master Conceal. These are 2 concealers that I just feel meh about. I don't love them. They're not my favorites. I have tried to wear both of them, and honestly, I prefer the Born This Way over this Trustique one. I really tried to give this one a shot, and it just doesn't have the coverage that I want it to. So I'm going to keep the Born This Way concealer, and I'm going to let go of this Trustique concealer. This stick concealer from Amazing Cosmetics that I mentioned before, I haven't worn it too much, but I have really, really enjoyed it. It is nice for my dry skin, and I've never loved a stick concealer before, so I definitely need to hang on to this one. Now we're left with these kind of potted, creamy concealers, and this is probably my least favorite format for concealer. I do think I can go ahead and get rid of some of these things. This e.l.f. Complete Coverage Concealer Palette, it just doesn't have the coverage that I want. I'm not crazy about the colors. None of them are perfect match for me. And this just big palette is taking up a bunch of space in my vanity. So I think it's time to let go of this and I'm gonna move on. I think I'm gonna keep these 3 items for now. This Lise Wadier palette is the only color correcting anything that I have, so I think that's great to have in my collection. And the erase paste is my go-to as far as pot concealers go. This Becca one, it is a mini size. I've really only worn this once, and I don't think I've given it a fair shot. So I'm gonna hang on and test this, and then if I'm not in love with it, it will go in my next declutter. Now we have some bronzers and some contouring powders. I know that it's time to let go of some of these. This is not the largest part of my collection by far, but some of these things I'm just not using, and it's time to get rid of them. I'm gonna go ahead and take out some of my favorite things first. This Wet n Wild Color Icon contouring palette is probably my favorite contour powder. I love this. I'm not letting this go, and when I use it up, I guarantee you I will buy another one. The Too Faced Sweet Tea bronzer was my favorite bronzer of 2016. Definitely a surprise favorite. I love this, and I've been using it so much lately, so this is also gonna have to stay in my collection. This Sun and Bronze from NYC is one of my favorite lazy day makeup items. This is also great for traveling, and it's so inexpensive. I love this. Also keeping this one. Here's an item that I'm quite torn about. This is the Bronze Booster from Physicians Formula. You can see I've used quite a bit of it. This is definitely one of my favorite bronzers I've ever used, and I haven't been using it lately just because I've been in love with the Sweet Tea bronzer, and this was in my project pan, my first ever project pan, and I got so sick of trying to use it up, but I feel like it may be time to let this particular item go because I've had it for so long, and I think it might be nearing its expiration. So I'm gonna go ahead and let this one go. It's just gonna get thrown away because it is at least 2 years old, but I love this bronzer. This is a sad one for me to give away. Let's talk about this little Too Faced duo. It actually has a blush and the Chocolate Soleil bronzer in it. And Chocolate Soleil is too deep for my skin tone, but I do like to have it on hand for when I do my friends' makeup, especially if they're not as pale as I am. This is the bronzer that I reach for. Plus, I really, really like this blush as well. Let's take a look at it. So there's the blush. You can see it's a really pretty shimmery pink. This is probably one of my first Too Faced items, and I love it, so I'm keeping this one. This is a Face of Australia contour kit, another goodie from my friend Shawana. The contour powder is a little bit too deep for me, but this highlighter is really nice. Plus, I mean, look at this packaging. Like, really, I'm not ready to let go of this baby either. These are two that I just feel okay about, but I do like using them. The Trestique Brazilian Bronze Bronzer Crayon is the only cream bronzer that I have. So I'm gonna hang on to that just because I like to have a variety in my collection. And this is a deluxe sample of the Tarte Park Avenue Princess. It's nice, it's not my favorite, but I also don't hate it. I really like this one for travel because it is so small. It doesn't have a mirror, but it's really sturdy. So I like this one for packing in my travel makeup bag. So I ended up getting rid of 6 items, 1 foundation, 4 concealers, and a bronzer. I know that doesn't seem like a lot, but I don't do massive overhaul type of declutters. I like to go every few months and just go through my collection and get rid of a few things here and there. That's just the way I like to do it. I feel like that's most effective for my collection, to keep things fresh and keep old things going out while new things come in. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I expect to go through a lot of these products this year. I'm really focused on doing some great project panning, and that doesn't mean that I'm not gonna buy new things. I'm not gonna go on a no buy. I'm still gonna shop, I'm still gonna do hauls, but between project panning and small declutters, I wanna keep my collection manageable. And blogging, beauty blogging is my full-time job, so I'm always gonna have kind of a ridiculous makeup collection. I love makeup, I love trying things, I love testing them and swatching them for you, so I'm always gonna have a large collection, but I think these little declutters really help to keep me focused. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.